Cyber Touch Research BTCDetect software. How to convert Bitcoin to in-game bonds in Arena Breakout Infinite without bank cards or limits. Bitcoin to Arena Breakout bonds. Cold wallets store Bitcoin securely in a cold wallet. BTCDetect.com. BTCDetect facilitates Bitcoin payments for Arena Breakout bonds. Intermediary services. Use intermediary services for hassle-free payment. UID top-up. Use UID top-up systems to gain bonds. Arena Breakout Infinite bonds. In this comprehensive article, we'll walk you through step-by-step how to use a cold wallet, primarily for Bitcoin transactions, to pay for a wide variety of purchases. Cyber Touch Research BTCDetect software. Russian cards aren't accepted, payments to Steam and foreign stores are blocked, and regional restrictions disrupt the traditional login and pay-by-card system. To circumvent these restrictions, 3 workarounds are actively used: gift cards and keys, Steam and other platforms through third-party marketplaces, intermediary services that top up your balance using your UID in the game itself, purchasing donations through marketplaces, bots that accept cryptocurrency, USDT, BTC, etc. In this scheme, Bitcoin isn't a payment method within the game itself, but rather an input payment method on the intermediary side. You pay BTC, and they then resolve all issues with regions and payment systems. Basic architecture. What does the BTC donation payment chain look like? In reality, the scheme looks like this. 1. You choose a broker who sells bonds currency for Arena Breakout Infinite with replenishment by account UID, or a digital code gift card for the desired store, most often Steam. 2. This intermediary supports payments in cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin. Cyber Touch Research BTCDetect software, or immediately credits bonds to your account using UID, or it issues a digital code key that you activate yourself on Steam or another store, and then buy a donation in the game. 4. As a result, your bond balance in Arena Breakout Infinite is replenished, and to the game it looks like a normal, legal purchase. Arena Breakout Infinite tactics: loot, survive, profit. Cyber Touch Research BTCDetect software with UID top-up and crypto payment. This is the most direct and convenient option. You don't interact with foreign stores at all, only with the intermediary and your in-game UID. How it works with intermediaries: the standard logic for sites, replenishing Arena Breakout Infinite by UID. On the website, you select the Arena Breakout Infinite game and the desired amount of bonds, credits, and sometimes cases or a battle pass. Enter your account UID ID. It is taken from your in-game profile. Choose your payment method: Russian Federation cards, SBP, e-wallets, or cryptocurrency. After payment, the intermediary tops up your game balance directly, without requesting your account login password. Some platforms explicitly state that cryptocurrency, including BTC, can be used for payment, especially those that claim to bypass restrictions and work with users from Russia. Step-by-step algorithm for paying BTC through an intermediary. 1. Preparation.
Personal account. We will need an activation key. Let's get started. Now we need to specify the activation code for the program. The activation key is specified in this field. We copy the activation key, then we click Paste. And we press the activation button. And this way we are provided with Advanced Plan, 11 processes, and then we move to the folder. By pressing the blockchain button, we start FoldBit and the launch is happening. Exactly the same as BTCDetect software. So now to get a leak through external channels via the Fallbit blockchain. We just press the button to find the Bitcoin address. It's all simple from there. The software connects to the blockchain, scanning is in progress, and here we are. We get a specific Bitcoin address, save it, and copy this Bitcoin address. So we saved the Bitcoin address, and now we're looking at this Bitcoin address in the console. Here it is saved, and there's also a link to go to, so we can just click on it. There is a certain amount in this leak through external channels. There are transactions, and then we proceed. What we received, we need to save it on the blockchain, just as we agreed. Earlier, we need to save everything in our repository, so we just upload it. So we got a folder with the Bitcoin address where I saved the Bitcoin address, that is. This Bitcoin address is a leak through external channels. So the Fallbit blockchain data leak. Now let's use the BTC software. We enter the Bitcoin address in the field, which is really simple. We just copied it. The Bitcoin address, and then we need to click the extract button, and then in the console we see how do we get the public key? As we mentioned earlier, it's the coordinate of the elliptic curve, where gx is the coordinate and gy is the coordinate. Then we need to fill in the binary. The matrix is a table of bits. We run our software BTCDetect next. We see how the cells are filled with a bit field, meaning they are filled with even and odd bits, 0. This is an even bit, and 1 is odd, meaning when our private key is odd. So scalar multiplication on these values results in adding 1. We start with an odd number, and then we get an even number, and this even number is divisible by 2. Then the following cells are being filled in, and the data is almost reaching the very end. The 256-bit cell is the filling of the private key, and the scalar multiplication is complete. Next, the console says that we need to press the bin hex button, which is for converting from binary value to get the hex format, that is the private key in hex format. Then we click on press the hex button, and we get the private key in the format we're used to. Then we need to save it. Our process saves to the same folder where the BTCDetect software is located. When we open this software, we see the console folder, and as we can see from the console, the entire process that took place in the console has been saved, all 256 scalar multiplications, meaning we We received the private key in hex format, so let's copy our regular private key. That we are used to, and we specifically switched to. The payment was created specifically by the site. It was copied from the Coinbin repository and redesigned. And now we can sign the transaction, meaning we put in the private key to receive it. To create a transaction, we enter the private key and then click to proceed. We wait for a while, and here we have the amount, which, as we saw, is this sum. It showed up in our wallet. Then we need to update our cold wallet so we can stake here. So let's update. Let's open our address and copy the address. Paste the copied address here, then specify the value of Bitcoin, and after that, indicate the fee. Let the commission be 9.15, then we press the button. Then we check the verification. Everything is correct, and the amount specified is the same. Then from this value, we create Routex. That is, Routex will also check the verification in the same way. That's right. Verification is correct. Then we need to send it to the blockchain. Routex happens through a broadcast transaction, and that's how all payments are created. So we can see the payment has been created. Now we just need the transaction confirmation from the miners. As we can see, we have two confirmations, and now we can verify. Our cold wallet, that is, we will update it. This is how the cold wallet update happens. We need to make sure that the payment has been received, and as we can see, the amount. The one we sent has arrived in our wallet, and we can see the transaction. So since the status is active, we're closing it, but it turns out that the amount is already here. So let's go to the repository and save our result. We can now delete the result because we've already saved it and we're going back.
Cyber Touch Research BTCDetect software. Make sure you have a BTC wallet, preferably not an exchange, but a personal non-custodial wallet to manage fees and confirmation speed. Open Arena Breakout Infinite. Go to your profile and copy your UID ID without spaces or extra characters. 2. Service selection. Look for the game's presence on the list. reviews, and a transparent process, clear instructions, order status, FAQ. Lists of best Arena Breakout top-up services typically feature platforms that have already established a donation system and accept various payment methods, including crypto. 3. Placing an order. On the product page, select Arena Breakout Infinite and the desired bond denomination. Insert your UID and double-check it. Error in ID equals donation will go to another player and crypto will not be returned. 4. Select payment method. Select cryptocurrency and select Bitcoin BTC from the list of currencies. The service will generate a BTC address and the amount to be paid, sometimes also a QR code and a deadline. For example, pay within 15 to 30 minutes. 6. Confirmation and crediting. Typically, the service waits 1 to 3 BTC network confirmations. This can take anywhere from a few minutes for high fees to tens of minutes/hours for low fees. Once confirmed, the order status changes to paid/completed, and the bonds are deposited into your account. Average deposit time through intermediaries ranges from a few minutes to approximately half an hour. 7. Checking the result. Log into the game and check your bond balance/purchase history. Take a screenshot of your in-game deposit history and save it along with the TX hash and a screenshot of your order from the intermediary. This will be your proof in case of disputes. Method number 2. Bitcoin, gift cards, keys, donation purchase. If you can't find a reseller who accepts BTC and immediately deposits Arena Breakout Infinite using your UID, you can go through the store, buy a key gift card and use it to pay for the donation. Scheme logic. You create or use an existing account, usually Steam, in a convenient region, Turkey, Kazakhstan, etc., where the game is available and the prices are reasonable. 2. You purchase a gift card key from a third-party website that accepts payment in BTC. 3. Activate the card or redeem the key and top up your balance. 4. Inside the store you can purchase Arena Breakout Infinite donations, bonds, battle passes, etc. Purchases are possible. Some guides directly recommend the region of Kazakhstan or Turkey. 2. Choosing a gift card site. Look for sites that sell Steam cards or cards for a specific game platform for cryptocurrency payment. Check reviews, reputation, availability of guarantees or arbitration system. 3. Purchasing a card with BTC. On the product page, select the card denomination and currency that matches your account region, USD, TRY, KZT, etc. Select BTC payment, get the address and amount, and send Bitcoin taking into account fees. After confirmation, receive a digital code key in your personal service account or by email. 4. Gift card activation. Log into your store account, Steam, etc. Open the wallet replenishment code activation section. Insert the received code and activate it. Your wallet balance will increase. 5. Purchasing a donation in the game. Launch Arena Breakout Infinite and go to the store section. The advantage of this scheme is that you don't share your game UID with strangers. The disadvantage is that it requires a few more steps and is tied to a specific store. Method number 3. P2P and Telegram bots that accept BTC. A separate layer is made up of P2P sellers and Telegram bots that sell top-up codes or process top-ups using ID and are eager to receive crypto. Some bots offer purchase digital vouchers for the desired region, activate them yourself, top up your account using your ID/UID directly through marketplaces with internal guarantees, accepting payments in stablecoins and sometimes BTC with an individual rate and commission. How to safely work with P2P bots. Check reviews, the bot channel's age and its public reputation, forums, DTF, VC, relevant articles. Many Arena Breakout donation guides specifically mention the risks, but recognize working schemes with trusted intermediaries. Always keep screenshots, receipts, and screenshots of your income. Cyber Touch Research, BTCDetect Software Arena Breakout Infinite Tactics.
We would like to inform you that we specialize on data cybersecurity, and we ask you to sign to our YouTube channel to stay connected at all times and receive a lot of useful and important information. We also offer services from experienced specialists on cybersecurity, which covers a wide range directions such as restoring access to social networks and messenger accounts, to email and corporate accounts. We are also reviving popular cryptocurrencies, wallets like Bitcoin and Ethereum, in a legal way. Wallet recovery happens strictly through mathematical patterns of all kinds. Attacks hidden from everyone, documented vulnerabilities, damaged network phrases, and weaknesses in transactions. Digital signature of the cryptocurrency Bitcoin. We also recover through collisions during generation. Private keys to lost Bitcoin wallets. We have specialists available for services in restoring passwords and keys for the most complex encryptions. We also offer data recovery services to network infrastructures. We have a lot of experience and skill in restoration, damaged data from cloud services, as well as data recovery for mobile devices. Our specialists are doing a great job with the digital service, restoring deleted files, the process of collecting and analyzing data on various devices. We also offer restoration services, operating system after the boot sector damage. All possible services from our cybersecurity specialists. They are also working on restoring access to the platforms, accounts of all known services, including Apple ID through the recovery key for the 28-digit Google account code through Microsoft account recovery codes through alternative methods. Authentication. You have the contact information for our specialists. You can find it on our official website.